Because this guy is what? Reporting Kenyans to ICE. This guy is reporting illegal immigrants. This is the same conversation we have over and over again. Hatutaki Somali akae hapa undocumented. Hatutaki South Sudan akae hapa undocumented. We don't want a Nigerian to stay in our country undocumented, but we want to stay in other people's countries undocumented. That's not hypocrisy.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Just Cheesy. Guys, a quick one. Are you aware that Kenyans have started reporting themselves to the US police simply because they heard that anyone that helps police with vital information about undocumented foreigners in the United States will be rewarded handsomely? This Kenyan man has come out boldly to say that he is already reporting Kenyans, undocumented Kenyans in the United States, that he's reporting them to the authorities. Though a lot of Africans kicked against it. People criticized the man. And I would like you guys to watch this particular video from a Kenyan lady who stood her ground to throw her massive support for these people, like especially that man, the man that was reporting Kenyans to the United States police, right? So watch this video, and when we come back, I will have to react on.
Oh, real quick, yeah? Why are we mad at this guy called George IQ Watson? Why? Because this guy is what? Reporting Kenyans to ICE. This guy is reporting illegal immigrants. Msiende kukaa kwa nchi za watu undocumented na nyinyi hamtaki watu wakae kwenye nchi yenu undocumented. This is the same conversation we have over and over again. Hatutaki Msomali akae hapa undocumented. Hatutaki South Sudan akae hapa undocumented. We don't want a Nigerian to stay in our country undocumented, but we want to stay in other people's countries undocumented. That's not hypocrisy. Amuoni kuna shida hapo? You guys won't even rent apartments to South Sudanese. Amtaki hata kuwapatia nyumba waishi. Lakini mtaka kwenda kwa nchi za watu undocumented. And yet what? We are supposed to fight this regime. Itakuwa ngumu. Kujeni nyumbani. Hakuna hapa ni nyumbani. Na hapa ni nyumbani kwa kila mtu. Njooni nyumbani tupiganie nchi yetu. Sawa. Historia kwa mtu anaenda kwa nchi ya mtu mwingine undocumented is the reason of story bado tuna uhalifu. Tunapigania uhalifu mpaka sasa. Ndio maana mtu huko South B ama huko Isilia anaweza uwa mwanamke na hata msimjue kama ametoka Somali ama ni Mkenya ama ametoka Eritrea ama Djibouti. Because why? They are not documented here. Enda kukaa kwa nchi ya mtu kama una documents. Kama una documents, rudi nyumbani, upata makaratasi nenda. Wengine wametumia sham marriages, they have used corruption. Alafu mnasema, "Oh, mbona Somali ana birth certificate ya Kenya na mimi sina as a Kenyan." But know what? You don't want Kenyans to come back home. Acheni unafiki. Stop with that hypocrisy, by the way. Stop.
Guys, honestly speaking, it takes a brave and honest person to act this way, right? Because at first, when I heard the news, when I heard that Kenyans were actually reporting themselves to the US police simply because they want to be rewarded handsomely, right? Just like the US government said, I felt so bad. I felt that was highest level of betrayal. Like I see nothing wrong in one being against undocumented foreigners. Like I just like the way this lady spoke, I also learned a lot from her. I saw a lot of sincerity in her, and I'm so proud of her. Yes, I'm so proud that Africans still have people like her, right? But as for me, I may be against undocumented, like my people being undocumented in a foreign country. I will be. I'm strongly against it, right? But trust me, as a human being, I will never. I will never be the one to report anyone, whether black or white. I will never be the one to report anyone to the authorities simply because the government has promised to give me a 5,000 US dollars or 700 US dollars, whatever the case may be. I will never be that one that will betray my African brother or sister, even if the person is a white. I will still not report that person to the authorities. Authorities should do their jobs. Let them go around and check. If they see or find out that this African brother is undocumented, then let them do their job by deporting the person. But it will not be from me. It won't come from me. Like I don't have that heart. Yes, I do not have that heart to report anyone to the authorities for the person to get deported. Now, something like this happened 2 years back. Yes, I guess that was 2 years back or 3 years back, right? Something like this also happened. A Yoruba guy from Nigeria. Yes, a Yoruba guy from Nigeria. He was schooling in the United Kingdom. He was living in the UK. This guy came on air during one of the interviews. He said that most Africans, or should I even, it's like he said Nigerians. No, either he said Nigeria, most Nigerians, or most Africans that come to UK for study, that they are not really schooling, that they are in the UK to work. The majority of them relocate with their families just to come and work, that they do not attend lectures and all that. My brothers, my sisters, after this guy was done with the interview, Africans, they were all against this guy. Now, from there, the UK government had to stop dependence. Like, if you are coming to study in the UK, you must come alone. There's nothing like coming with your husband or your wife or your children. Just come alone and study, right? So, and this thing did not just affect only Nigerians, it affected every other in fact, it affected everyone. Now, to tell you that no one is perfect, this same guy that came on air and was talking rubbish, just after 1 year, exactly after 1 year, he came on air to say all that. The UK government deported him back to Nigeria. Yes, back to Nigeria, because this guy felt that because he was in the UK, that all is well with him and stuff like that. So he was actually talking too much, and that affected not only Nigerians, it affected every other African country. And today he's back to Nigeria drinking Gary with us. So for me, the only advice I have for my African brothers and sisters living abroad, please, when things like this are happening, don't be too quick, don't be too fast to report anyone. No. Allow the authorities do their job. Yes, let the authorities do their job. And I'm sure the reason why most people are doing this is simply because of the 5,000 US dollars that they promise to give to anyone that helps the police with information about undocumented foreigners. Assuming there's nothing like that, trust me, people will not be too quick to sell their fellow Africans out, right? Just like what's happened between Zimbabweans and South Africans. The very moment they said that anyone with useful information about undocumented foreigners, that the person will be given 5,000 US dollars. Then Zimbabweans were so fast. They said they will fish South Africans out, that there are a lot of undocumented South Africans in the United States. But assuming Trump never offered to give or reward anyone with useful information, assuming there's no announcement like that, trust me, nobody will even waste his or her time trying to report South Africans or report Kenyans or report anybody to the US authorities, right? Or US. So to my African brothers and sisters, let's be coming down small small. Let's be coming down small small. A lot of people travel to Europe through deserts. A lot of people didn't even make it alive. Some even get drowned at the sea. A lot happened, so you can't after all those suffering, and they made it to the Europe, and you have the mind to report your fellow African to the authority. You have the mind to report the person. You want the person to be deported, even though the person is not committing any crime in the country, just that the person is not having a proper document to be in the country, right? That's not fair, that's not bad. We all have different stories. A lot of people come from a country where their country is more better. The government takes care of its citizens, right? But all of us are not privileged to come from such countries. All of, like, majority of us are. See, Africans, we are suffering. No, if you go to some villages, if you go to some countries, if you see what fellow human beings like you and I are eating as food, you will sit down and start crying. You will sit down and begin to weep. If you move to most remote areas in Africa, if you visit lot like villages to see what fellow human being like you and I are eating as food, you will sit down and start crying. So if God blesses you, if God blesses your country, that you are okay, you are living large, please have mercy on those that don't have anything. As long as the person is not committing crime, as long as the person is not making you to shed tears, as long as the person is not committing crime around you or in your country, please let it be. Okay, let it be. This video, I'm just talking to our brothers living abroad. Yes, especially those in Europe. You don't know what people, you don't know what people say to get to Europe. You don't know how they get to that Europe. So don't be too fast to report anyone simply because of money or because you will be rewarded. No, please, I'm against it. It's not good. It's not that cool. It's not that cool. And to this, my Kenyan sister, I still respect you. I respect your stand. I love you for voicing out your mind. I love you so much. At least she said that you that Kenyans can't be condemning other Africans in their country that are undocumented, but now that they are undocumented in America, and they don't want to get deported, they don't want to come back home. The same way they are pursuing others from their country, those that are not documented, they should also be deported back to their country. And that is also what South Africans are saying. I respect them so much. Like, I respect them so much. I have so much respect for them. Honestly, not everybody can do this. Not everybody will be able to say all that. So it shows that they are so sincere, they are honest, and they are trustworthy. So thank you guys for always being here for me. Thank you for watching my videos. I love you so much. Guys, what do you think? Do you think it's right to report a fellow African? Do you even think it's right to report anyone to get deported, especially someone who is not committing crime in a country? Do you think it's right for you to be the one to report the person? What do you think? What are your thoughts? Kindly drop your thought at the comment section. Do you think this Kenyan man, or these Kenyans, those ones that are reporting themselves just to get 5,000 US dollars or 750 dollars, right? Do you think they are doing the right thing? What do you think? Kindly drop your thought at the comment section. I will be reading it. So thank you so much. Bye bye.